Very good morning to all the students of class plus 1B. Beta, yesterday we had 2 periods of English, so we completed the chapter Ailing Planet. Okay, and now we are going to discuss some points based on that. Fine, and then we will discuss question answers. And I am expecting wholehearted participation from your side too while answering the questions. Okay, so let's discuss the points. Those who did not attend second period, so you are at loss now, so please be regular. If you are having 2 periods, it doesn't mean that you will attend the first one and you will omit the second one. Attendance won't be marked in that case. So some points, beta, you can see the board clearly. Fine. So some points like Ailing Planet, the Green Movement's role, written by Nani Palkhiwala. This is in the form of an article. Please note down the points. Means what is the content of that article? Firstly, various environmental issues. So they have mentioned environmental issues like overpopulation, deforestation, fine, and then after that, extinction of many species. Many species are on the verge of extinction, or they are already they have extincted. So that is the problem, because deforestation is there and their natural habitat is not there, so that's why they're losing their lives also. Fine. And then industrialization leads to destruction of environment also. A lot of waste comes from the industrialization, modernization. We are becoming too much modern. We are utilizing natural resources. Cutting off the trees is there at fast pace. So this is the major concern. And then human beings are world's most dangerous animals. Already I discussed with you that there is a zoo at Lusaka, Zambia, which says that man is the most dangerous animal and there is no animal in that cage. They have put up a mirror over there, and the caption says, the caption reads that man is the most dangerous animal. Clear? So that is mentioned in this article. And then facts and statistics about trees being cut. So they have mentioned that data actually, the facts and statistics, that at how fast per second or half a second millions and billions of trees are being cut. So we can imagine they are not being planted, but they are being cut at very fast pace. So that is affecting our health also. Then importance of conserving natural resources. Last but not the least, in the end, a ray of hope is shown by writer Nani Palkhiwala. He has mentioned that it is our sole responsibility to save the environment. Fine. How we can save the environment? We can save it by conserving the resources, or by the concept of sustainable development. That is a major concept in this chapter, that utilize the resources to that extent that you are using them, and the posterity in the coming generation will also use those resources. So we have to think that we have borrowed this earth from our from our, sorry, forefathers, and we have to keep it for the use of our coming generation. So we cannot think that we are the only owners going to use it and finish all the resources. Okay, so that attitude is not at all allowed according to Nani Palkhiwala. And he has tried to, they have mentioned also one thing more, that a green movement, it started in New Zealand in 1972. The major concern of green movement was to create awareness, ecological awareness, holistic awareness, that we have to consider the whole world as one unit, and we have to consider this mother earth, this planet earth, as living organism. And it is getting deteriorated, the health is getting deteriorated of mother earth. And we, who is responsible for the ailment of the earth? We people are responsible for the ailment of the earth. So responsibility lies in our hands, that how we manage the health of the earth. And definitely if the health of the mother earth will be improved, our health will as an effect will definitely get improved. Fine. So we are going to discuss the question answers now, beta. Let me show you the question answers, and please, you have to participate in this. Raise your hands accordingly, then your turn will be done, then next student, new student will get the turn. So very first question, Mitali Thakur goes to you. Please, I'm going to unmute you. Fine. So Mitali, please read the first question and answer it all. So please, everybody sit vigilantly and please participate. Yes.
Locate the lines in the text that support the title, The Ailing Planet.
Yes, can you tell? If any disturbance, Mitali, then you can mute yourself. If any disturbance is there, please avoid answering the questions. Okay, and then the lines that support the title Ailing Planet are. Anybody else would like to answer this question? Please raise your hand. You just need to underline the lines in your book. Keep your book with you. Uh, you need to underline those lines only. Very first line is the Earth's vital signs reveal a patient in declining health. The very first line is the Earth's vital signs reveal a patient in declining health. Fine. Second line is, are we to leave our successors a scorched planet of advancing deserts, impoverished landscapes, and ailing environment? Question mark. So this question is asked by Nani Palkiwala. Fine. This is the one of the other lines which support the title Ailing Planet. Means you have to choose those lines from the text which tell us that our planet is getting ailment day by day. Fine, it is scorched now. So the very first is the Earth's vital signs revealed. Underline this line. Second is, are we to leave our successors a scorched planet? This line. And then third line is, the environment has deteriorated so badly that it is critical in many of the 88 countries investigated. Fine. So this line also supports the title Ailing Planet. That investigation critical, the condition is critical in many of the 88 countries investigated. This line also. And fourth line is, there can be no doubt that growth of world population is one of the strongest factors distorting the future of human society. This line also shows that health of the our planet is not at all good. So last but not the least, fourth line is, there can be no doubt about that the growth of world population is one of the strongest factors distorting the future of human society. Is it clear to all of you? So these are the four lines which are supporting. There are more also, but these four I have chosen. You can choose more if you find any other line also. Okay. Now, second question, Manjot, please, you can unmute yourself and speak, Manjot. Second question.
What does the notice the world's most dangerous animal at the cage in the zoo at Lusaka, Zambia signify?
Answer it.
Ma'am, it signifies that the man is only responsible for the environment deterioration, and even the man is responsible for all the depletion of the resources in today's era. And here it is also it is also explained that the man is even the most dangerous animal on this earth.
Very good, Manjot. Very good. You can mute yourself. So this is exactly the answer. Well done, Manjot. That the world's most dangerous animal at a cage in Lusaka, Zambia is there. What does the notice say? Firstly, you have to tell the words. Fine. What does that notice signify? Fine. So you'll mention that the notice, the world's most dangerous animal, signifies that man is solely responsible for all the deterioration of this environmental problems. Fine. Environmental issues for deterioration of the planet. Sorry, firstly you'll mention that. So he is responsible for all the, you can say, ailments of the earth, and he is putting the health of the mother earth at threat, as well as he's putting his own health at risk by distorting the planet. Okay, so this is what this notice signify, that man is the world's most dangerous animal who is not able to understand that he needs to take care of the earth if he needs to take care of his own needs. Okay, so we have Anjali now. Anjali, you can read third question, beta, and answer it accordingly. How are the earths? Can you read it, Anjali, if it is possible?
Yes, ma'am. How are the Earth principal biological systems being depleted? In this, the point. In this, we can, as the people are using the resources in a very indiscriminate way, and also because of that, the various things are being depleted, and the forests are converted into a barren land, and
Firstly, Anjali,
also
sorry to disturb you. Firstly,
the way.
mention those four biological systems, principal biological systems. Firstly, name them and then tell how they are being depleted. The principal biological systems are the four principal. Actually, they are four in number. Everybody, please listen to it carefully. Okay, I will explain it if you are not able to. Please listen carefully, very important. There are four principal biological systems, fine. I already told you, two starts from letter F, fisheries, fine. And then we have forests. Firstly, you have to remember two, you can say, biological systems, fisheries and forests, then grasslands and croplands. Two words end with land word. Okay, you can remember like that. So fisheries and forests, grasslands and croplands. These are the four principal biological systems, fine, of our earth. And these systems are actually, you can say, hub of providing raw materials for industries, fine. And basic raw material is being provided by these four systems, fine, except for minerals and synthetics. It is mentioned in your textbook only. You just see into it, look into this. And minerals and synthetics ko chhod ke, fine, except minerals and synthetics, everything is being given by these four industries. These systems have actually reached an unsustainable point where the productivity have impaired, where their productivity is being, you can say, distorted by all of us, because we people are, interfering into the working of these biological systems. So these systems have reached a point where they are going to end either, or they are depleting at very fast pace. As a result, what is happening? Fisheries are collapsing. See the line in the text only. Fisheries are collapsing, deforestation is taking place, grasslands are turning into barren wastelands, and croplands are becoming worse. So you have to mention firstly the names of four biological system, then you have to mention what is happening to these four individually, okay, not in all together, because every concept is different, every biological system is different. Fine, fisheries are collapsing, fine, and then deforestation is taking place, grasslands are turning into barren wastelands, croplands are becoming worse. So these are the four things you'll mention. Then overfishing is very common nowadays in the protein conscious and protein hungry world that we discussed yesterday only. That how forests are, then give the data and statistics beta, that how every second forests are being cut, clear, at what rate. And many species are under destruction in tropical forests, because tropical forests are being cut, and as a result many species are also on the verge of extinction either, or they are not able to survive, clear. So these are the four biological systems which are being depleted. Is it clear to you all? Very important. Is it clear to you all? Please send me your feedback, jaldi jaldi. Chaliye, next, I would like to ask, why does the author aver that the growth of world population is one of the strongest factors distorting the future of human society? Yes, Harman, can you give the answer to this fourth question? Why does author, make overpopulation responsible for this? Not possible. Namanpreet. Naman, would you like to answer, beta? This is not, I'm not going to, give this, I'm just asking your consent that please answer this. Yes, then Naman, you can answer if you want to. Okay, Jacqueline wants to answer this. Some students are not able to. Okay, Jacqueline, you can speak better. Yes.
Because development is not possible if world population continues to grow.
Yes.
Increasing population brings poverty, hunger, and unemployment.
Yes. Okay, Fine. So according to Jacqueline, overpopulation will cause, yes, definitely the concept of economics only, that more resources will be used and more opportunities will be lost. So unemployment will be prevailing over there. Fine. So according to author Nani Palkhiwala, that growth of world population is, yes, one of the strongest factors distorting the future of human society, because when more population will be there, more resources will be utilized, but and fulfillment of those resources will not be there. They are being used, but they are not being produced at the same pace. So that is the major reason, that population is the major reason or root cause of environmental issues. The author averts that growth of this population is one of the strongest factors which leads to unemployment, and it leads to poor health conditions also, because lack of resources, poor health conditions, and ultimately vicious circle of poverty will be there. Fine. And it deteriorates the environment further. So you have to, it's a chain system only. More population, more unemployment, more lack of resources, then after that, better keep on noting down the points: deterioration of health, find lack of work opportunities, then you can say diminishing of four biological system also, extinction of animals and birds also, and poor health system also. So all these things will prevail out of more and more population. Rich are becoming more richer, poor are becoming more poorer. Fine. So development is the best thing how we can improve this, but by developing more and more resources, by providing more and more resources. So we have to choose between population control, or we have to choose between keeping up with the poverty only. Fine. That we have to remain poor all the time, or we have to control the population. This is the only solution that you will mention in just one line, because they are not asking you to give solutions here. Okay, you concentrate on the question only. Firstly, they are asking that why does the author aver that growth of world population is strongest factor. You have to just mention that how overpopulation is distorting the future of human society. How it can improve, they have not asked. Fine, but in one line you can mention that. Laws are never respected nor enforced in India. Anybody can explain this? Laws are never you can say respected nor enforced in India. No, nobody is respecting the laws and nobody is enforcing them or letting them enforce also. So you have to mention, but you have seen that there is a mentioning of article 48 in your book. Please underline that paragraph. Underline that paragraph, because that is the only place where they have mentioned the laws. Article 48A of the Constitution of India: the state should try to protect and improve the environment and must protect the forest and wildlife of the country. So this is one of the laws in your constitution, that this is the duty of the state, that they need to take care of their planet and their states and the forest area and wildlife of the whole country wherever they are going. But the painful fact is that laws are never enforced properly, neither enforced properly nor followed properly. Fine, in India. For example, then see in the same paragraph, they have mentioned casteism, untouchability, bonded labor. They are said to be abolished, but still they are prevailing. Fine. Over the last 4 decades, India is losing forests at a harmful rate of 3.7 million acres a year. So please underline the fact and figures. Then forest land is now treeless. Actual losses maybe 8 times more than what is mentioned by government statistics. यहाँ तक आपने लिखना है इसको, clear? So government shows that data which is less, but actual in books it is more than that. Okay. And then next question is, are we to leave our successors a scorched planet of advancing deserts, impoverished landscapes, and an ailing environment? So me, this is a question asked by writer to all of us, that we are going to leave our successors a scorched planet of advancing deserts. Fine, only 5 minutes are left, beta. We will be able to complete these 2 questions, then we are done with this chapter. Anybody would like to answer this? Please raise your hand, Raghav, if you can speak. Ramanjit, Arshpreet, Vaibhav, Vansh, Ishnur, anybody? No one is raising hand. What happened when long questions come? Khyati, you can also speak, beta. The problems of overpopulation that, sorry, we have, are we to leave our successors a scorched planet? If you are there, those who are not responding, it means Okay, fine. I'm not going to waste the time in asking because that will be the end of the period only. So 2, 3 students only they speak daily. So they're asking, are we to leave? The above lines were mentioned in the first report of Brand Commission. I discussed what is a Brand Commission, fine. What is the purpose? Fine. It is international commission worked for environmental issues. So these lines are mentioned in the first report of Brand Commission. Fine, with the rising scale of distortion of the environment, humans are going to leave a burned planet, fine, with arid deserts, poor landscapes, and where, landscapes and poor environment for the coming generation. So deforestation, overpopulation, all these things you have to mention. But this is very easy chapter actually. So you have to mention same points are there, which I have mentioned already on the board also, we discussed with you. So you will mention everything. Yes, we must conserve the earth. In this, you have to mention that awareness is required. We need to conserve the earth, which we have to think like we have borrowed it from our future generation actually. And we are using this earth on lease only. We are not the permanent owners of this place. So all these things you have to mention in this second question. Then the third question is, we have not inherited this earth from our forefathers. We have borrowed it from our children. See, this is very easy again. Same concept will be there that for many decades, humans, they are using the resources at such a fast pace that they stop thinking about the posterity or the coming generation. They must realize that this is the era of responsibility now. They have to be responsible. If they want the metabolism of the earth remains intact, the way health of the earth remains intact or apt, then they have to use the resources wisely, and they have to, you mainly beta is question mein aapko you have to mention sustainable development. Please note down clear concept of sustainable development. So this is to be mentioned in this question. We have not inherited this earth from our forefathers because we have to use resources wisely without wasting them and not overusing them. And please leave the resources for the coming generation so that they can also use it. Fine. So sustainable development you have to mention in the third question. Now, last question, discuss the problems of overpopulation that directly affect our everyday life. Same question we have discussed already, overpopulation, that what problems we can face if overpopulation is there. Clear, same thing. It means in daily life, in common life, what you just commonly think that. See, number one, if more population is lack of, as Jacqueline said, unemployment will be increasing. Fine. Secondly, less opportunities of education, then less number of resources. Fine. Then after that, natural resources will be consumed at a very fast pace. Forest will be cut at very fast pace. Fine. And then all these things will result into global warming, and it will be a global issue that the health of the planet will definitely get affected due to overpopulation. It will deplete the environment. So this is you need to mention in the last question. Any doubt to anyone? We are done with this now. Okay. Chapter is completed. Time bhi ho chuka hai aapka. Please send me the thumbs up. Is it clear? Okay, beta. Have a nice day and please revise and please send the certificates after participating in Pariksha Pe Charcha. Clear? And ask your parents also to participate and send the certificate in the parents group. Okay, make sure you do it by today only by all means. Okay, have a nice day.